Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from Canyon Lake, and I am sitting on the dock because we have been grounded. We have an algae bloom that's like out of control, and so we have been locked out of the lake for almost a week. And I didn't know where to go today. I was going to go up to Idlewild, and I don't know, the air quality just didn't look very good out there, and I don't know, I kept hearing go home, and I thought, you know what, I guess I'll go down to the lake. That looks cool to me. Reminds me of when I was in Lake Mead. I was in that little lake all by myself like this too, and the plane went by. I feel like I'm going somewhere soon. Anyway, so I am down here completely by myself, and I thought, you know, without people down here, it's actually really cool. I like it like this. This reminds me of when I lived in Wisconsin, and I enjoy this. I enjoy solitary. So today we're gonna have quite a difference in our we have 4 cards that we're gonna have, and they're almost like bipolar is the way I want to describe them because of the difference of them. They're so vastly different. The first card, and I'm gonna turn it this way so you can see. This is from the Faery Oracle deck, and it's called Vulnerability. So you see this girl, and the merman is holding her, and she's just got her head back and her arms down. She's allowing herself to be completely open. And that's what the message is. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. He's allowing herself to be held by this man. So at this time, what they're saying is there seems to be an enormous desire to avoid pain, you know, to avoid anything that is going to cause any type of emotional distress, which you feel is going to happen when you allow yourself to become vulnerable. People often put up a wall because they've been hurt in the past. And yet being open and vulnerable is one of the greatest powers that you have. It's how your vulnerability is, it's a beautiful thing to be open and innocent is the word that I like to use. And yet maybe you might be feeling stupid or foolish or embarrassed or, you know, like I said, try to hide it, try and act tough, try and act like I'm not going to allow anybody to, you know, see who I really am. And oh, look, there's a dance over there. I'm going to whip us around again in a second, but maybe I'll just hold it here so you guys can see. There's a white crane and a giant blue heron. Blue heron standing on your own 2 feet. Crane too, standing on your own 2 feet, knowing when to strike, knowing the art of patience and stillness. Both of them have that quality. The white crane, the white heron, nobility comes to mind, but jack of all trades, don't like to keep up with the Joneses, don't really care, very unique in their perspective and the way they live their life, having the ability to make something out of nothing, recognizing opportunities when others may not even see them, and not only recognizing them but making something amazing from them. Those are all things from the crane and the heron. Anyway, back to this. So you might be feeling like you're embarrassed, right? You don't want your whether to be open and willing to trust and able to be loved and to be kind, and maybe you're a man and you feel like, you know, you can't be gentle and you can't be loving, and maybe in the past you've been this way and you've been taken advantage of, or you've been hurt, so you've closed yourself down and now you've got this wall and you're trying to put up a tough act, and you don't want to allow anybody to get close. But they're asking for you to allow this to happen, because this is the only way that you're going to be able to allow love into your life. You know, we all have a need to belong, a sense of being loved. We all want to be loved. We all want to belong. We all want for people to like us. There they are. They're both on the shore. I don't know if you can see them. And you know, maybe we felt like we were outcasts when we were younger, or we've been hurt, as I said. But at this time, what they're saying is, at this time, you can be hurt as well, almost more deeply at this time, by pulling away and by distancing yourself from others in your life. So you're being asked to be open and literally put your wounds on display. Allow them to really see who you are and say, this is me, and this is what, you know, has happened in my life, and I've learned from this. Watch the water, watch the water. The fish are jumping. Oh, that's so cool. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Coming to the surface. Oh, I love that. We're seeing really cool things here today. Oh my God. there's so many of them. Ooh, everything coming to the surface, the emotional waters. It goes along with what we're just talking about in this message. How we're being asked to allow ourselves to come to the surface and open yourself, display your wounds. You know, it's a time of building trust and sharing our vulnerabilities. You're strong. You know, you're a survivor. You're not weak because you show your vulnerabilities. You're strong and you've learned from things. Oh man, now they're over there. That is the coolest thing I ever saw. So at this time, they're saying a deep and intimate connection is only going to come about by deeply understanding who we are, and we reject who we dislike about ourselves, and we open ourselves up to being who we truly are, and we share that intimacy with somebody. That's how we learn to really know who we are, and how we allow others to come to know us. And that's how we have this love brought into our lives, is by being open and vulnerable. You know, I think about this all the time. I'm going to turn you around in case something else happens. It's super cool. I think about this all the time, and about how, you know, people say to me, oh, you're naive. And I'm not naive. I'm very trusting. And I prefer to trust people until you show me reasons to not trust you. That means that I'm open and I'm vulnerable. I'm not stupid. I've led a very vast life, and I've had a lot of pain, and a lot of things have happened to me in my life, and I've learned a lot. But I'm not going to shut down, you know, and close myself down from life to try and protect myself. I didn't protect myself in the past, right? I mean, I've had all kinds of things happen to me, so why would I start now building up a wall? I'm learning to tear my walls down and be who I am, and that's what they're asking for us to be. Be who we truly are. You know, maybe in order for you to do this, maybe you need to have counseling or therapy, but you need to be vulnerable. You need to break through to freedom and self-love, and you need to attract others that also have open hearts. You know, the way we hold ourselves, what is it, the post I had earlier today, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you're keeping a vibe that's closed off and you're putting up a facade, that's the kind of person you're going to get, fake. But if you're open and honest and vulnerable, and you show who you truly are, and you stand for yourself, and on your principles, and you don't allow other people to influence how you are and how you feel and how you act, then you're going to be drawing to yourself that kind of a person, right? That kind of a tribe. And you want people like you. You don't want fake people. You want people that are real. Okay, so that's your first card. I'm going to put this away. Everything's blowing around, and I'm worried my cards are going to go flying across this little, what is this thing? Dock. Feels good with the wind coming up a little bit. Okay, so the next one I'm going to get for us is, we've had this one recently, the gift. So you see this little guy, and he's presenting an offer. A present, an offer, nurturance, growth, potential. So he's coming to this girl, this shy little forest fairy, and actually he's a shy little guy. They're both of the forest, obviously. 4 and 7. There are angels all around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved, and supported. There's no reason for fear. 7, you're on the right path. Awesome numbers. So this shy gnome is offering her a gift. This could be a gift of love, a friendship. It could be something that brings abundance into her life. The question is she going to accept it? Because if she does, there's going to be a lot of benefits. She's kind of like got her arms crossed in front of her a little bit, right? Remember how we were talking about we need to be open? Well, she's kind of like, I don't know. And he's like, come on, look at me. He's totally not threatening. He's a sweetheart. And at this time, what they're saying is, when this card appears, oh, they're jumping again. The fish are jumping. When this card appears, there's a person who's very down to earth. He's very earthy, right? This is a forest creature, so he's down to earth. And this is somebody who's going to come and make you an offer. The more grounded you are, the better you're going to be able to receive this offer. So prepare yourself for this coming. And what they're telling you is, this person, as you can see, he in the way they're depicting him here is not necessarily how this person is going to appear in real life. But the fact is they're showing a shy, kind of unassuming character. So this person is often underestimated. And he's going to propose something that you may at first think not much of it. And you may not think much is going to come of it. But this person he wants to care for you. He wants to love you. He wants to nurture your gifts and your skills. He sees something in you that you may not see yourself, or maybe you do, but this is somebody who's recognized, who knows you, who sees who you are and what you have, and he wants to help you nurture these skills. And he wants nothing but goodness and love back. He's not asking anything from you. At this time, this may be something that comes to you. Somebody may coming to you to assist you with money problems. They may be coming to assist you with animal issues, fertility issues. It's interesting, the issues involving brothers and sisters, and especially twins, or those who are born on the same day. It's interesting how they say that, especially twins or those who are born on the same day. So there are two different kinds of twins. There are natural born twins, and then there are the spiritual twins. So this one is coming to help in this situation. And this is going to have to do with your well-being, and it's going to lead to transformation in your life. It's going to change your life in a way that is, maybe it will appear like not huge on the outset to other people, but it's going to enormously change your life. It's going to transform your life. Ooh, she just flew up on the dock. So this is what's coming, and at this time, you need to view the offer, take a little time, view the offer that's coming, think about what's being presented to you, and think about what you really want and who you really are and how it will affect your life. Don't jump at anything that comes that doesn't, look at that, looks like he's doing a little dance up there on the dog. That's so cool. Don't jump at anything until your higher self and it feels right with you. So take a, the reason that makes me feel like it's going to come quickly. Things are going to start moving really quickly, and you're going to have to maybe make a decision. But even though you're going to have to move quickly, they want you to use your heart and your head at the same time and make sure that this is where you want to go. But it is because I'm telling you this, and the Spirit's giving you the heads up about this coming. But of course, it's got to be something that aligns with your own higher self. But it sounds, oh, there they go again. Sounds like it's going to be absolutely in your highest good. Okay. So now the next ones that are coming are a little bit different. So, oh, that's so neat. I wish they would come right up in front of us. Let's ask for that they would come right up here in front of us so I can watch them do that. I want to see how many fish are there. There's got to be a lot, right? Oh, come over here. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, this is the one that's kind of gnarly. Oh, blue dragonfly right above us. The wild huntress. Now check her out. She is something else. 1 and 9, and there's a moth, which is a lunar cycle. So the moth pheromones they attract by their scent. They're guided by the moon. Talks about when that makes me think about facing your shadow. I mean, that's what it says, facing your shadow. Aren't I good? I love her outfit too. Oh, yeah, come back here. So what's going on with this girl is she is, whoops, hold on a second. I dropped. She's talking about, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I just dropped my, shoot, where did it go? I just dropped the stuff that I was supposed to be speaking to you guys about. I had something written down I wanted to tell you. Well, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. We roll live. There's nothing that's, I don't have anything canned here, so we're gonna roll live. So when I drop my